Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing great. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can make this resin 3D flower coaster. So without any further ado, let's begin today's tutorial. Hi, if you are watching me for the first time, my name is Tamali. I do make videos on related to resin art, sculpture painting, home decor, DIYs, bottle art, mixed media, decoupage and many more. So if you like this kind of tutorial, you can subscribe my channel Team Crafty and don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you get all the notification whenever I posted a new video. Alright. So I'm going to start it with the silicone coaster mold. This is a pretty good mold from our Instagram account. I'm going to link in the description box so that you can check this out. So for this particular video, I'm going to take this epoxy resin from Itsy Bitsy. If you have watched my previous resin video, you all noticed that I used generally this resin because Itsy Bitsy resin and the resin pigment was pretty good in quality. So I'm going to mix it with 2:1 ratio. That means 2 of the clean resin and 1 of the amount of clean hardener. So for this particular one, I am going to use my favorite resin pigment, that is alcohol ink. Also I'm going to use a resin pigment paste that is in white color. The main thing of this particular video is you have to level your base in a proper way. As I have shown you in the starting of this tutorial that I have placed my water leveler on the top of my resin coaster to make sure that my base is completely leveled, and then I started mixing my clear resin. After clear resin mixing are ready, I'm going to pour it in my silicone mold from the center of our silicone mold, and on the beside of it I'm also going to mix my white pigment paste with my resin, and I'm going to go for the couple of minutes for the resting position. Again, before pouring your resin, make sure you have checked the level before pouring anything on your silicone mold, because in this particular tutorial you have been seeing that this lines or the design, if you just do not check your base level, your design will not going in a proper way or in a centered way. So like this, you have to pour a clean resin from the center of your silicone mold and allow it to spread on the all over of your base. Once it is leveled, I'm going to check the edges of this particular one so that nothing will remain to put the resin, and I will allow it to set it for 3 to 5 minutes. Make sure you have brushed out all the air bubbles with your heat gun or your any kind of stick, anything which you have, but don't use a toothpick because toothpick can easily make any impression on your silicone mold that will not look good for the reuse purpose. So after doing it, I will set it for 5 minutes and then I will start applying the color. While my base is set, in the meantime, I'm going to prepare my white resin cone. What you have to do, just mix the white resin pigment with your clear resin and allow it to dry or allow it to set for a couple of minutes. Then I will take a clean plastic sheet and I will make a cone. The way we have filled the cone for the whipped cream, or you can say the mehendi, that is the same things I'm going to do with my white resin mixture, so that it will very much easier to apply on a circular motion. Otherwise, if you are just pouring the resin with some spoon, some stick, there might be a chances that your white mixture will fall somewhere less or somewhere more. So it will be always easy idea to make a cone of it, and it will easier for you to apply. Make sure you have not keep the resin mixture for a longer period of time in your plastic sheet, because it will start reacting with the plastic, or it will burn the plastic. Make sure you have checked it, and the temperature should not just goes on the very high side. Now it's time to pour the color. As I'm going to use the alcohol ink, it is the best idea to pour it directly on your silicone mold, but make sure you have some amount of clear resin in the base, because if you are pouring any alcohol ink directly on your silicone mold without any resin mixture, your silicone mold will get colored and it doesn't look good. So for the center position, I'm going to use the darkest shade of yellow, that is an ochre shade, and on the first line I'm going to use the pure yellow color, and on the edges of your silicone mold I'm going to use the pink color, and allow every color mix together by themselves. My colors are almost dissolved. Now I'm going to take this silicone pen and mix the color in a circular motion, just to look fancy. You can keep it as it is as well, but if you just want it, you can do that, so that your color will mix, yellow and the pink color may mix with together. And for that particular step, for mixing the resin with the color, don't use any stick or the toothpick. As I have mentioned earlier, that toothpick or any kind of hard things that can make the impression on your silicone mold. So for that particular step, the resin silicone pen is the perfect one. Again, I'm going to allow it to set for another 2 to 3 minutes, and then I'm going to apply the white mixture. But this white mixture is getting, oh my god, it is too much hot. I cannot even just hold it on my hand. So you can see that here and there my white mixture are pouring on the resin, so it will not create a proper design. So I just allow it to hold it with something else, and then I will do the rest of the things. You can see the proper design in the second coaster. So wait for it. Now see the proper way of applying the white color on your resin. You have to be patient, and you have to slowly add the white color. Allow it to set for a couple of minutes, and then I will create some flower design with my silicone pen. For this particular step also, I do not prefer to use any hard things, just to avoid the impressions on my silicone mold. You can do whatever design if you want, but I really love the flower design which is generally made with the coffee or anything like that. So I'm going to do the same things because it is a very basic design. You all can, make this kind of things. Make sure you have to do it very slowly, and every time you have to clean your silicone pen before adding the next step. Okay, so likewise I'm doing first the 4 section, and then I will create another 4 sections. You can add this kind of circular motion in the center, or you can use any kind of glitter, any kind of balls if you want. And now I'm going on the outer side just to make the petals beautifully. Going to do the same kind of design for the another mold as well, just to make a set of it. If your base is not labeled from the first step, this design will not going to create. Okay, so for this particular design you have to set your base first and then doing it very slowly. Alright, my flower is ready. I will keep it for 24 hours to dry completely. Then I will show you the next step. So after 24 hours you can see my flower design is almost set. Let's just highlight everything with a darker shade of resin color. You can use any kind of darker shade, you can use black pigment, anything like that. But here with the clean resin I'm going to add the blue alcohol ink because I think this pink and yellow kind of shade will goes really well with the blue color. So I'm going to add the blue pigment or the blue alcohol ink, whatever you have you can use it, and just pour it on the back side and allow it to dry for another 24 hours. Make sure you have brushed out all the bubbles that you have on the blue surface so that your resin coaster will look crystal clear. Also keep the things till the first step. For that you can use a clear shade of resin on the back side, but I really wanted to highlight the white color or the pink and yellow color with the darker background, so I'm going to add the blue color. Make sure you have gone to the edges of your silicone mold. If you have any edges like I have, make sure to reach out everywhere and allow it to dry for 24 hours. This kind of tutorial, you can subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon. You can also contact me for the personal workshop for any kind of artwork in my Instagram with the name teamcrafty_tamali. I will mention every product details in the description box. Still, if you feel any kind of challenges, you can just comment down below or reach out to me. So after 24 hours everything is dried and set completely. Now it's the time to demold. Make sure you have demolded it very slowly so that it doesn't have any kind of scratch on your resin coaster. Let's see how does it look from the front side. Wow, I'm super happy with the outcome. If you can try something like this, don't forget to share it with my Instagram, or you can, Facebook. You can connect me on the Facebook with the same name, Team Crafty. So thank you for watching till the end. I hope you enjoy. I hope you like this kind of tutorial. So see you on my next video. Till then, take care. Goodbye.